3, 2, 1. Push. Oh my God, that's cold.
That was
okay,
pretty,
Ryan?
That was in unison, man. I like it.
We are here live at the Showboat Saloon. We got a crowd here. We got someone wearing our T-shirt there in the back. We're kind of shooting from the hip on this podcast. It's really up in the air about how this is going to go. But we got a great show for you. So, Ryan, let's get into the show.
I would venture to say it's almost the nectar of the gods. Back, baby, back. I want my push. Oh my God, that's cold.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
We are live from the Showboat Saloon, episode 17 of the You Betcha Radio podcast. Guys, before we get any further into our first live show, go check us out on social media at OUBetcha. That's at OHH You Betcha. Let's get this thing started.
Yeah, so we are live at the Showboat Saloon. Apparently there's 3,000 bush lattes on the premises. I was doing the math. I don't think it should take us that long to get through 3,000.
Is that the most bush lattes that you've ever been in the presence of?
Well, I'm not sure, to be honest. But I know it's a lot. What is that? 3,000? That's 100 cases?
That's 100
Carry
bushels.
the one, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be crazy. This bar is really cool because it's over 100 years old. There's different parts of the actual saloon. There's we got the live band saying Bush over there, and it's got different parts of it. It has basically different spots where live bands can be, and so it's pretty cool. We were excited when we pulled up.
Yeah, well, you know, obviously with the first live event, you don't know what to expect coming in. We turned a 6-hour road trip into a 9-hour road trip, and then to walk in.
Yeah, because Ryan had to stop and get some golf clubs.
Yeah, so you got to make the stop for the sticks. It's what I thought was now springtime. I'm currently looking out the window, and there is wet snow falling to the ground.
Yes, it was snowing. It was like heavy flakes too. What's up with that?
Obviously something you don't expect in spring.
So Wisconsin, way to go. You got us heavy flakes on our first ever bar takeover. So thank you.
When we walked into this place right away, I had no clue what to expect. I don't think any of us did. Obviously you can go online, you can Google photos of the Showboat Saloon. But we walked into this full, like, it's kind of like a Game of Thrones like backdrop with the bush light.
Yeah. Audio visual.
Yes, let's do it.
The backdrop, we have literally a entire 30-rack wall with like a deer head on the wall, neon sign. We're sitting on a stage with our couch. We got bush lattes in front, and we got a crowd hanging out, watching us. They can't really hear us. But I don't think that really matters.
You know something crazy about this set that we're standing on? This platform is actually for people who cloggers. So people who have for cloggers. So people who have the wood shoes, and they're like,
yeah,
this is what that is originally made for.
I might have to do a little clogging before I leave.
Yeah, we'll get the carpet off, the couch will go, and the clogging will start.
Yep. What'd you say?
I said,
guys, if you're listening, we can't hear anything. The amount of adversity that we are going through right now is unbelievable because we don't have 2 sets of headphones, and so we just like can't hear each other. But that just doesn't matter. Lesson learned. We got to get 2 sets of headphones.
We also have to practice our lip reading. I think that would help a lot more.
I'm trying to engage the crowd, but literally I'm just staring at Ryan's lips.
Just like this. The audio.
Yep. So what we want to do is we want to take topics actually from the crowd to talk about. They're not going to be able to hear us, but they'll be able to listen to it later on, I think.
Go listen back to it.
Yeah, they'll have to come back, listen to it, whatever. Yeah, we weren't anticipating a live guy going at the same time. but this is just we just got to adjust on the fly.
That's the nature of the business.
So,
That's what we do.
As we were driving in, me and you both took turns. How was my driving, Ryan?
It was good for having for getting behind the wheel of a new truck with a trailer on the back.
It rolled pretty nice.
And people honking at you for sometimes we didn't know why.
Oh, yes.
But let's get into that a little bit.
We got someone in the crowd who just had their very first Busch Light.
This is iconic.
I'm going to have her come up here.
Iconic.
I'm going to have her come up here. Can I have you? Yeah, we're going to have her come up here, and we're going to ask her. So we're going to ask her how her first ever Busch Latte was. Come sit down, saddle up. First of all, what's your name?
I'm Michaela.
Michaela? Okay, so you just cracked open your first Busch Latte. How was it?
Pretty good.
Did you say Busch when you opened it?
No, I didn't.
Didn't?
When you guys opened yours.
So there we go. I like that. Would you say that it's the nectar of the gods?
Yeah.
Where did you come from today?
Reedsburg.
Where's that at?
It's about 10 minutes west.
West of here, 10 minutes west. We got a local. Do you come to the Showboat a lot?
In the summer times for bachelorette parties, batch parties we do, but not a lot.
Not a lot, but for a good time you do. Ryan, ask her a question.
So, the breaking point of opening up your first Busch Light, was it Miles the You Betcha guy being here, or was it the dollar price point that you will find nowhere else in the country?
Definitely both. Both.
But it wasn't because he was here. It was more because it was $1, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're wrong, Ryan. She's just saying that to please you. We're happy that she's here having her first ever Busch Latte. We're going to take our first break.
Let's cheers to that real quick.
And we're going to be taking some topics from the crowd and just rolling with it. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, guys, before we get too into this podcast, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors. U Motors, first of all. U Motors, Motorsports Marine, located in Fargo, North Dakota, and Pelican Lake, Minnesota. They have all the best brands: Honda, Ski-Doo, Can-Am, teak boats, super boats. You guys know the drill, all the boats, and even pontoons. So you can find them on their Facebook, Instagram, at umotorsinc.com. That's umotorsinc.com. They provided the trailer to allow us to get here. It worked out perfectly. We did the pregame show in it. The decals look great. U Motors hooked us up. And secondly, I'd like to thank the Showboat Saloon. This place is rocking and roaring. It has been so fun so far. They have hooked us up with Busch Lights. They have dollar Busch Lights every single Monday, every single week. They have live music on the weekends. They've been a saloon since 1907. That's over 100 years. So if you think they know bars, they know how to have a good time. Again, just thank you to the Showboat Saloon. They've been great. This was an awesome event. And lastly, our second location for our You Betcha Bar Takeover tour is going to be at Country View Acres in Joyce, Iowa on May 18th, 2019. We're starting at 3 p.m. This is a great place for Sunday Fun Day. They're open from noon to 8. There's a gigantic patio out back overlooking a pond. If you're into that, which, I'm into that. If you're looking for a big space to get married, it's easily accessible, peacefully secluded. Country View Acres is your best bet. They're located 5 minutes from the Diamond Joe Casino. So if you're looking to do some slots, looking for some blackjack, looking for some poker, you're going to want to have your wedding there. It's an all-in-one wedding venue. They make it easy to get ready, get married, and have your reception all in one spot. Showcases the best of nature, plus gives you the modern conveniences for when Midwest weather doesn't cooperate, as we saw today because it is snowing on April 27th. It gives you options and other events as well. So, join us on May 18th at Country View Acres in Joyce, Iowa. They're a great sponsor for the podcast. One topic that people brought up was Wisconsin weather, which we kind of talked about already,
Yeah.
and flooding kind of all in one. Why do we have the worst weather in the Midwest?
I mean, if you think about the weather that we do have, we have the rain, we have the snow. We have snow into April. But if you look at look at it this way. At least we're not in Hurricane Alley. At least we're not in or Tornado Alley. We're not in hurricane part of the United States. So that breeds the question: what would you rather have? Would you rather have 4 to 5 months of winter, or would you have hurricanes and tornadoes? And I think
that is very true. Obviously, I would rather have no hurricanes and no tornadoes or earthquakes. So,
well, it's like, let's move to Hawaii then. Oh, wait, Hawaii has erupting volcanoes.
Volcanoes and bomb threats from people across the sea.
Yes.
So, it started off with Wisconsin bad weather, and it's developed into, you know what, we kind of like this weather. Even though it's April 27th, and it's snowing outside, we kind of like it.
Like we said on a previous podcast, it's like embrace this time of year because the nice weather's coming, the anticipation's there, everyone's excited, and 4 to 5 months from now, we're going to be taking the boats out, we're going to be putting them on the trailer, and we're going to be like, damn, it's winter again. So this is a time, regardless if it's snowing in April, we're at the Showboat Saloon. We're podcasting in front of fans, which we've never done. We're so used to just staring at the plywood wall.
Usually we just have a wall of wood and a believe it or not, a moving blanket hung up on it to help with the sound. And now we got people moving around. We got, live band in the background. It's a great atmosphere.
You guys, we don't have we don't even have a whiteboard that has the topics laid out of what we're talking about.
Straight off our domes right now. But another request from the crowd is that we have cheese curds.
Oh my God, they're fresh.
It, you said? Yep.
They're even fresh.
We got cheese curds here from part of the crowd. What's your name? Michaela. Is that her
Did we just have a Michaela?
Were you Michaela?
Oh my
God!
God.
Two Michaelas on the podcast.
This is not planned. This is not a fluke.
Michaela's got our shirt on. Are you gonna come up here and? All right,
Miles.
So she's coming up here. Hop right in the middle. We should have hooked up another mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's sit down here.
Before we start,
I almost wore that shirt, so I'm glad we didn't, because it would have been like Spider-Man meme awkward. But what were you gonna say, Ryan?
Can we just take a moment for how beautiful that print looks on the shirt?
Yeah. So Ryan printed that shirt. Ryan printed that shirt. I'm gonna give you this, Mike. Ryan, ask her some questions while I get this open and try a few here.
Okay. So I think the first thing that we need to address is why do Scanies, is that what you, okay, why does a Scani just carry cheese curds in their car, their purse, what have you?
It's a dairy state, so you gotta.
So because it's the dairy state, the Scanies feel the need to carry the cheese curds in their purse, their car, but I think it worked out well for us today because, first of all, what kind are we trying here?
These are dill flavored.
Miles, do you like dill flavored? Any food dill flavored? Okay, so we're, oh my God, and someone has fried cheese curds in front of us.
Childproof.
So there's plenty of different ways to try cheese curds. What is your favorite? Deep fried or straight out of the bag?
I grew up on a dairy farm, so either way.
Okay, we're currently trying the cheese curd. Michaela, will you try one with us?
All right. So I just had my cheese curd. We're not. These aren't your classic.
Oh my God.
Deep fried cheese curds. We do have some on deck. So I had one. It's definitely just cheese. Ryan.
Oh my God.
So we got people in the crowd. This is such a willy-nilly podcast. I love it. We got people in the crowd saying that when you chew them, they squeak.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. We also got a plate of deep fried cheese curds right here in front of us. Ooh, these are piping hot.
Have you tried the ranch here?
No, I will be trying the ranch here after the podcast. So this is pre-Ranch Wrangler. I'm gonna try out this. Have you tried it yet?
I tried one. I'm waiting for you because I want to hear your opinion on non-fried or fried.
I am naturally a fried guy. It's just got that little extra flavor. But if you're a Scotty, if you're from Wisconsin, I can see how you live or die with that, because that's like your guys' beef jerky. Is basically what I'm saying here. It'd be like you got emergency cheese curds in your car.
Absolutely.
Why are they in your car?
There was a farmer's market in town this morning, and one of the local producers had them.
So you always have them in your car. Don't lie to us. It is a necessity as a Wisconsinite.
It's the dairy state.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why they got cheese everywhere.
Yep.
These are pretty good, Ryan.
So I think my only issue with this is I could probably take down half a bag, and I would be so clogged up for probably the next 2 or 3 weeks. My only concern.
We are now discussing Ryan's bowel movements here at the Showboat Saloon.
Okay, I'm going to throw a curveball. I think I would rather go with the non-fried because I'm in Wisconsin. It's just more of a novelty in the dairy state itself.
It was good for
to
sure.
Just try it just fresh, nothing on it, only dill added. I'm going with the non-fried.
All right. Fried's my favorite, but those were good as well.
Yes.
There was little dill, right? Dill flavor. Yep. Yeah, so can you give me some advice as someone who's not a Wisconsinite? Your best advice about cheese while I'm here in the state of Wisconsin.
Well, if it's hot outside, you probably don't want to eat fried. If it's cooler outside, you probably want to eat fried.
And it's a cool day today.
It's a cool day, so maybe that's why I like the fried a little bit more.
Could be.
So I appreciate you're from Wisconsin?
Yep, born and raised. Baraboo, Wisconsin.
That's awesome. We just got free advice from a true Wisconsinite. If it's cold out, deep fried. If it's warm, no deep fry. I love that. I appreciate you being on the podcast. We are going to take another break, and we're going to find manager Robbie. And we're going to hook him up, and we're going to chat all things Busch Lattes. So this feels good. I feel like we are in the presence of a professional wrestler.
Feel like a wrestler
Yeah,
up here.
Randy
we got
Savage.
Robbie. What's your last name, Robbie?
English or White Shoes I go by.
All right, so we can just call you White Shoes?
Yeah, White Shoes is good.
All right, so we have White Shoes.
Yep, White Shoes.
Yep. Ryan couldn't hear me. Sorry about that. So you're a manager here?
Yep.
He's a manager here at the Showboat Saloon. Now, we have been told by multiple sources that you may or may not be the reason why this town drinks Busch Light. Can we confirm or deny that?
I am not at liberties to confirm or deny, but
So that means he confirms.
But a big push.
Yeah. So how long have you been drinking Busch Light?
Illegally or legally?
Both.
About 16 years old.
So
Oh my gosh.
quite a long time. What is your favorite part about drinking Busch Lattes?
Well, it's the nectar of the gods.
It is the nectar of the gods.
Who doesn't want to taste some good lattes, have good times with friends?
Have you ever had a warm Busch Latte?
Yes.
I can't even think of one. I pulled one out of an oven one time and it was still cold.
The next morning,
Yeah.
the one you left.
It's usually in my opinion it's still cold because it's just like seems that it's always cold. There's something in it, but so what would your finishing move be as a professional wrestler?
Well, I'd like to be the fat, athletic guy and do something off the top rope.
I
think
love
that's
that.
a dream of all of us big guys.
Honestly, I was hoping you were going to say
Push burp.
top rope. Are you finishing on your chest?
I think I'm using the belly.
So basically, we're talking about off of the high dive, belly flop, finishing move out of Robbie White Shoes.
the Bush Latte Spring Break.
Why did that just screams wrestling at
Like,
me right
even
away?
just
Robbie
your
White
name
Shoes.
screams Robbie White Shoes, the professional wrestler.
Now I just got to get an entrance song.
So, Miles, can you give us a quick audio visual of what Robbie
Of
White
Robbie
Shoes?
White Shoes?
No, what his outfit as a professional wrestler
So
would look
Robbie
like.
is definitely a well-built man.
Thank you.
He looks like he used to throw hay bales, even if he didn't. Did you used to throw hay bales?
Iowa,
So you grew up in Iowa?
God's country.
I just have a knack for this. Robbie White Shoes grew up throwing hay bales in Iowa.
At the Field of Dreams, no less.
Field of
Oh my
Dreams.
gosh.
And he's wearing a Bush Latte sweatshirt, which I love. We gave him the Bush Latte cowboy hat, which we thought fit right in. And then this man's got
Good
a
snug.
yeah,
I got a melon, so this thing is
yeah.
done well.
I would say you got a melon, but it's like I feel like it's because that's all the cheese you've been eating for over the last however many years here in
Big
Wisconsin.
brains, a lot of Bush Light.
Really smart. He's got a big
Yep.
brain. Yep. Yeah, that beard of yours is glorious. Up a little more.
It's going to come down a little bit. The girlfriend's starting to not like it so much.
I need you to resist as long as possible.
I am. I will hold out for the wrestling community.
I trimmed up my beard before this, and I regretted it. I thought I'd be fancy
You
and do
missed
that.
this.
Yeah, I do. Ryan, you got any questions for
Yeah,
him?
no, I was just going to say, I also trimmed my beard up before
Yeah,
we got
hold on,
here.
we're gonna.
It's looking good, though.
I don't. Where is it? Oh, because you shaved it off.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna
I
be
had it
honest,
rocking
you look
for-
like that every day of the week, and I know you don't shave every day.
It may or may not take me a good 6 months to grow this baby out. Obviously, I think I just need to drink a few more Bush Lights to grow the
That'll
kind
help.
of beard that Robbie
and throw
has.
a few hay bales.
So,
Go to Bush Heavy.
oh my gosh.
How many Bush Heavies do you drink?
Yeah, I'm a Bush Light guy these days,
Yeah.
but I'm not afraid of a Bush Heavy.
Well, you got to
every
keep
now
your
and again.
figure.
Yep,
You got to
yep.
keep the figure up. So, how many years have you worked at the Showboat?
I'm on 10 or 11 now, somewhere in there.
So we got a full decade out of Robbie White Shoes.
Robbie went,
Well, wait, why are you White Shoes, by the way? I forgot to even ask you that.
When I played softball and basketball, I always wore the brightest white shoes I could find.
well, see,
It makes you look sneaky fast.
I do agree that if you're wearing white shoes, you just look
Sneaky
faster.
fast.
Robbie White Shoes.
and
Pixel game.
I would not picture him being any other way in the wrestling ring. I picture like knee-high
That's what I was
white
gonna say.
boots,
White boots.
knee-high
the
white
white
boots.
Speedo, jumping from the top ropes.
Almost like the old junkyard dog.
Yes.
So I want someone who's like an illustrator to draw up what Robbie White Shoes' professional wrestling character looks like. That would be electric.
I think we can make that happen.
So in your 10, 11 years here at the Showboat, what's been the most ridiculous thing you've seen happen? Anything off the top of your head?
I saw a band stand on a pool table right here and throw a keg out that window. Shattered the entire window. The keg was there, and 3 cops came running through the door thinking there was a fight. But Jesse, the owner, set it up with the band beforehand without telling me and the other manager.
So you were kind of crapping
I
your
thought
pants.
all hell was breaking loose.
Robbie got up on the top ropes and he was about ready
He was
to.
about to Bush Light body slam someone. Robbie was trying to Bush Light body slam someone.
We had to bring law and order in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good way.
Are you the long arm in the law here at the Showboat?
No.
You're the one raising the hell, is what you're
I'm
saying?
just skirting both sides.
Ah,
Yeah.
There you go. I like that.
We could have a. We don't know if we have another potential setup like that for tonight. If we do see the You Betty go through the window,
I don't think that you bet he's going through the window because it's literally just styrofoam.
We could throw it at it.
We could definitely try it. So, I have a question about the Showboat. Is it the best place in Wisconsin to drink Bush Light?
I haven't found one better yet.
Okay, so we have a confirmed. The guy who brought Bush Light to Wisconsin Dells, Robbie White Shoes, confirming again that this is the best place to drink Bush Lattes. It's going to be very interesting to see what the rest of the world thinks, but right now we have no other opinion to go off of.
We're
so
on top.
yeah, you're on top.
Cheers.
What do you think of our koozies?
Big fan of koozies.
Hold on, there you go.
Big fan of koozies.
What you like the color? You like the YB?
Goes nice with the Busch Light can.
Complements
Matches.
the blue. It really
Yep.
does.
Brings the blue out.
Yeah, it does. Do you have another question, Ryan?
No, I don't really. I think you covered most of the questions. But what I was going to say is, Robbie went from throwing hay bales in Iowa. There's a reason he came to Wisconsin Dells, and I think his mission the whole time was to get the nectar of the gods in Wisconsin.
Are you a prophet? You might be a prophet.
They sent me from Iowa to spread the good word.
So we're here with Robbie White Shoes, the Messiah from Iowa, the hay bale, the hay bale throwing Messiah from Iowa, Robbie White Shoes, the professional wrestling Busch Light body slam from the top row finishing move.
I like it.
I'm so happy we had you on the podcast.
If I need a manager in my wrestling career,
yes.
can you be my Mr.
Yeah,
Fuji?
I'll be your hype man is what I'll
Done.
do.
Done.
We'll travel around and I'll do like the big time intro. He's Iowa's favorite professional wrestler. Weighing in at more than you can handle. you know where I'm going with that.
I'm good.
All right, Robbie, I need you to have a cheese curd
I
with
will
me.
have a cheese curd.
Ryan, one more cheese curd. We'll cheers it. Cheers.
Oh my God.
There you go. Robbie's
Ryan
just
and I
throwing
went
them
in.
back.
Premature cheeselation.
He's premature, a cheeselation.
Just couldn't help it.
Cheers to cheese curd. Robbie White Shoes.
Thank you guys.
Oh my God, that's hot.
Still good.
Oh, yeah.
Cheesy.
3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's cold. This audience is awesome. They know all the cadences. They know everything that they need to do. So Ryan, we just were in the tiniest bathroom at a bar I think I've ever been in.
We were 3 deep at one point.
Literally, Ryan and I had to turn sideways just to get into the toilet. And if you're asking if we did share the same stall, yeah, we might have. But
It's just the cost of doing
all
business.
I gotta say is Ryan's wearing a nice watch today. That's just some guys being dudes talk.
Guys being dudes.
So Ryan, you plan on giving away some free shirts today?
I think I'm feeling generous enough at this point just because of how great the audience has been, how on cue with the cadences they have brought to the table. I think we're going to give away quite a bit of free merch today.
Are you going to make people do stuff for them?
My goal is to see the craziest thing I can do to give away a free t-shirt.
And what's, like, off the top of your head, don't freeze up, Ryan. I know you're notorious for freezing up because you're not quite the professional that I am. What's the craziest thing you're going to try and get someone to do?
Well, just based off of Robbie's craziest experience,
I miss Robbie, kind of.
I would like someone to jump through that window for a free for a free t-shirt.
Whoever puts their head through that window to our left will get a free shirt. So
I think if we have an empty box of Busch Light, we have an empty bushel, I would like to carve the holes out in the box like the Bears do, like the Chicago Bears, and I would like to see if they can wear that around the bar for like more than 5 minutes. Boom.
like 10 minutes.
Pick your size, pick your color, pick your design. It's yours.
It's no longer paper bag. It's a Busch Box challenge.
We are not in Chicago. We are in Wisconsin, where we wear bushels as masks.
I think you got to get someone to give their best "We are hot, baby" impression. What do
That
you
would
think?
have to happen. It has to be better than mine, though, in order to get the free t-shirt.
Yeah, it would have to be better than you.
Well, I would have to cringe like you do and tense up as much as you do. If that happens,
whoever gives you the most cringy "We are hot, baby,"
the most cringeworthy, "We are hot, baby."
quit it. I'm dying on the inside. Can we talk a little bit about our hotel that we're staying in? It sucks. That's at the end of the day. Our hotel sucks. It looked pretty decent on the photos when we booked it. There was hairballs in the bed. The toilet was super tiny. I felt like I was sitting on just like a soup can in the bathroom. That's how tiny our toilet was.
So before we came here, I had to get a quick cat nap in, and
baby Ryan had to take a little nappy poo.
I started my nap with no hair in my mouth, and I woke up from my nap with hair in my mouth that was not mine.
That's so disgusting.
I'm like, the quick audio visual, I stuck my tongue out, and I just pulled this blonde piece of 6-inch hair out of my mouth, and that was when I understood that the hotel we are at.
It was disgusting. I was thinking maybe it was like your armpit hair or something.
My armpit hair is not that long. We're talking
Ryan
6+
basically
inches.
can braid his armpit hair. That's how long it is. He
I mean,
can't grow any facial hair, but he grows armpit hair like a banshee.
Let's look at it this way. It's a bed to sleep on. We're on the road this weekend. We slept pretty good last night, but I also don't want to be sleeping in hairballs.
Yeah. This is the Hotel of Hairballs. That's what we're going to call it. It was the Hairball Hotel.
And we're not going to name names. We're not going to throw anyone under the bus.
Yeah, we won't throw them under the bus. It might have just been a bad room, but with the amount of hairballs that were in the bed, not looking good for that hotel. Also, the shower was basically like the bathroom here at the Showboat. I literally had to just shower going like sideways with my shoulder sideways just so I could take a shower because it was so narrow. So we will never, ever be staying at the Hairball Hotel ever again.
I think the quality of the Bar Takeover we're at, though, and the amenities that they've given us, it definitely far outweighs the Hairball Hotel.
The Showboat's crazy. This is...
If we would have walked in and the bar would have been as skinny as the bathroom, I think I would have had different thoughts.
We would have been real claustrophobic, and I'm not talking about being scared of Santa Claus, Ryan. It would have been tight in here.
I mean, honestly, I think I could be. Next time we do a podcast live, we should bring a fold-out couch so we can just sleep straight on the set.
Yep. So when the bar closes down, we can come back to the couch, pop it out, and just pass out right here in the bar.
We'll have to throw that idea around next time.
I might pass out here later at like 3 a.m. You never know. You never know what could happen.
You're gonna have Sharpie drawn all over your face. Bush.
It's gonna be H all the way down my arm.
So what was your initial impression walking into your first Bar Takeover?
Of the people here are like, it's pretty cool. Not to brag, there's more people standing here watching us talk and they can't even hear us than the guy playing with the guitar.
Yeah.
So again, not to brag, but he's playing some good songs though. I've been kind of jamming in my head.
He gave us a Bush earlier too.
He what?
He gave us a Bush.
Oh yeah,
on the mic
I like
earlier.
this guy. Yeah, we just have, I said that no one can hear us, and they're like, yeah, we know we can't hear you. So I don't know what we were supposed to do about that, but no, it's we're having a good time. We might need to do a old Trapper Jerky review. We got some sitting there.
Should we do it live?
In here. Greg, basically, I can't even get it off of my hand. That was such a good catch by me. Call me Randy Moss. I know you guys don't like him very much here in this state, but sorry, Greg Jennings, maybe? Greg Jennings? I caught that like Greg Jennings.
So let me open that real quick for you.
So earlier this week, I did a review between Jack Links and Alberto. They got some old Trapper Jerky here for us. I don't really know the connection, but we're going to go for an old Trapper review.
So Old Trapper is actually...
that beef jerky smell.
I'm pretty sure Old Trapper is manufactured in Forest Grove, Oregon.
Where?
Oregon.
Okay, so this is like Alberto was done there. But The taste test is chewing into the mic. Moistness-wise, we got teriyaki.
It is teriyaki.
I would say it's not as moist as the Jack Links, but it's pretty good. I like that.
But I think if you compare bag sizes of Old Trapper to Jack Links, you're probably going to get twice as much Old Trapper for
Way
the same
more
amount
bang
of
for your
Jack
buck.
Links. It's the bang for your buck. You want to go for moistness, or do you want to go
Hold
for
on. Moist. Moistified. Moisty. Moisterini. Moistoramo. Moist. All right, so we got that out of our system. That's pretty good. Old Trapper's pretty good. I like that. So this is teriyaki. Old Trapper's pretty good. Naturally smoked. What I love about this podcast, Ryan, is 1 second we're over here, next second we're over here, then we're over here, and then we're over there.
I think we've gotten like the full Scotty experience in the first hour that we've been in this bar.
I don't know. We got all these people that are. Oh, all right. This guy's telling me he wants cheese curds, throwing them into the crowd right now. Anyone else cheese curd? I am absolutely dialed in. I am hitting every single mark. All right, I'm going for throwing a cheese curd in this guy's mouth.
I'm waiting for you to blow one.
Oh
Oh my God, that's
One
hot.
more time. You get one more shot. One more arc. All right. Oh, that was a perfect throw. All right.
All right, we're currently
This
just
is
throwing
not
out
great
cheese curds.
podcasting, but we are throwing.
But we're also
cheese
live,
curds
so
into the crowd. They're trying to catch them in their mouth. I've been just dialed in.
I'm just gonna eat
just
one.
Dime after dime. You're only as good as your receiver, though, I guess. All right, we got a gentleman who's a little bit further away. I'll give you a smaller one. Start out, yeah. Oh, we got. Okay, so now we got a defender in here right in front of him. I'm gonna have to go over the top, put it where the defense can't get it. You ready? Here we go. Oh, that was me. That was me. That was me. He damn near dove for it. All right, one more. This is the last one. You got it? All right. There's 5 seconds left on the clock. Down by 6. We need a touchdown to tie, extra point to win. Green 18. Green, it's the hot. Yeah,
baby!
Let's go! Nailed it.
And the podcast is over.
And the crowd goes wild.
Wow. Who gets the credit
I
there?
almost felt like I was floating above myself, watching myself throw that one. Perfect throw, perfect catch.
Remember, you're only as good as your best receiver.
And he's pretty good. He was pretty good.
That was good.
I got grease all over my hand, all over the mic. But that was worth it. So, are you a little jealous that I'm that good at throwing cheese curds?
Well, I think the only thing I'm jealous about is the cheese curds are on the opposite side of the ubidi, and I have. There we go, baby.
Ryan's been just mouth drooling over them. I really like that segment.
That was good.
Not great for the podcast, but that's going to be a great moment on the video.
Yep.
We might need to take a break. We need to take a break? Nope. What are we at? Oh, okay. Yeah, so what's funny about air quotes Jerry, our guy air quotes Jerry.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We showed up and there's a cardboard cutout. And hand us the cardboard cutout.
Hey, let's get Jerry on the podcast real quick.
We're going to have Jerry on the podcast, the fake Bush guy. Jerry. Lead him towards me here. So, okay, Jerry. First of all, just thanks for being on. I appreciate you being on. Yeah, thanks, Miles. It's been great. Would you agree that I'm the real Bush guy and not you? Just confirm or deny. Miles, I absolutely confirm that you are The real Bush guy. That means a lot, Jerry. Thanks for being on. I hope we can have you on again. Thank you for being on the podcast. Everyone wave at Jerry. Bye, Jerry. He's a fake Bush guy. So, Ryan, it is all over the map.
Hey, we said the game plan coming in, stick to the game plan, shoot from the hip. We're shooting from the
We've
hip
been
today.
shooting from the hip.
We're eating cheese curds on set. We're eating beef
These
jerky.
cheese curds are good.
We were eating deep fried cheese curds, regular cheese curds.
If you are in the Wisconsin Dells area, you gotta stop in and get some curds at the Showboat. And maybe I just haven't had great cheese curds before, but I'm really digging these babies.
So, later in the evening, you have 1 or 2 ranch wranglers planned for the Showboat Saloon.
Yep.
Will you test the ranch with the Showboat Saloon cheese curds?
Yeah, I might. I might do that. It would be a great dipping technique.
Viscosity test.
Oh, they're just... you think if you're the Showboat, you're going to stack the odds in my favor of knowing
No.
what I want. You know they are.
They're going through... They're watching film, man.
Yeah.
It's just like it's game day. They're watching
Rewind that.
film.
Rewind that. Yeah, look at the viscosity. Rewind it. Rewind it.
I don't know how you want to answer this question, but I'm just going to throw it out there.
Let's hear it, Ryan.
How does it feel to be in spotted cow country?
That is a phenomenal question, and it sucks. It sucks.
Hey, I think we answered the question of why this snow is so heavy is because it's falling into spotted cow country, and it's just
Yeah.
getting weighted down.
Yeah, the snow is heavier because spotted cow is here. We had someone deliver a spotted cow. I couldn't even lift it because it was so heavy. So we didn't even get to drink it because I literally couldn't pick it off the ground. So whatever.
Also, if we would have drank it, we would not be eating these cheese curds right now.
Yeah, I would be so bogged down, and I wouldn't even be able to drink any more Busch Lattes because I would be so full. Plus, I had already ate, and that's a full meal in a bottle, in a can. So, yeah.
I am
not really happy to be in spotted cow country, but I'm happy to be in Wisconsin.
I think I'm just going to say it. Thanks to Robbie White Shoes, thanks to our wrestling buddy, we are officially in Busch Light country.
Yeah. That was a wild thing that happened. I love
Hey,
that.
very humble guy, too.
Very
I
humble.
don't want to confirm or
Yeah,
deny.
We gave him a lot of labels, but in reality, Robbie White Shoes, the Messiah from Iowa, who throws hay bales in his spare time, he's a humble guy. We were happy to have him on the podcast for sure.
He just wanted to get Busch Light to Wisconsin.
Yep.
He had one mission.
I think the only reason why there's Busch Light in Wisconsin is because of Robbie White Shoes.
I think we
it's
can
great
say
to,
that.
It's great to have celebrities on the podcast like that.
Yep.
It's been chock full. We've had cheese curd reviews. We've had cheese curd reviews. We've had Jerry, air quotes, fake Bush guy on. And for those who didn't get a good audio visual, there's a cardboard cutout that we put next to me. And
The
and that was
first thing we see
interview.
when we walk in is air quotes Jerry.
We've had beef jerky review. We had members from the crowd in. This has been a great podcast. I don't know if it's going to be easy listening or not for people who can't see it, but nonetheless, it was electric. We learned a lot. Robbie White Shoes. It's just been all over the place. I'm happy to have all of the Wisconsin fans here with me. Should we close it out, Ryan?
Let's close it out.
Go ahead.
Episode 17 from the Showboat Saloon, our first live podcast at the Bar Takeover. We're drinking $1 Busch Lights tonight. We probably put out 5 different videos in one podcast with the cheese curd reviews, the jerky reviews, with special guests. It's been a phenomenal time on episode 17. I hope you guys can all hear us because this place is rocking right now.
It's starting to get a little rowdier, too.
Yeah. And as you've heard me say before, go check us out at You Betcha. That's at OHH You Betcha on our social media platforms. Let's close it down.
Let's close it down. I'm here with Ryan, the T-shirt guy. I'm Miles, the You Betcha guy. May your ranch always be runny. and your Busch lattes forever be cold. Cheers, guys. Wow. Oh my God, that's cold. I wish I could turn off the, I don't think I can get it. Whatever.
Oye, Betcha, yeah.
Yeah.